This live stream is a copyright of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. Reproduction or distribution of this live stream without permission of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network is a violation of the law.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grinnell High School for tonight's volleyball triangular, as the Grinnell Tigers are hosting the Grundy Center Spartans and the Pella Christian Eagles. How you doing, everybody? Chris Jr. here with you on a Thursday evening for volleyball doubleheader. Tigers taking on the Grundy Center Spartans and the Pella Christian Eagles. And let's give a moment to salute our sponsors that help us bring these broadcasts home to you. They include Poly Ice Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, Mahaska Communication Group, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, S&S Electric, Unity Point Health, Grinnell Regional Medical Center, and Grinnell State Bank. Our specialty sponsors include Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance, our scoreboard by Kurtz Collision Center, and our business cards in the upper right-hand corner, which you will see here momentarily, will be the Corey Hall Photography and Grinnell Firestone, in addition to all those ones that I mentioned earlier. Plus, another fine booster of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network is the Strand 3 Theaters. And speaking of the Strand, they just came out with their new movie schedule. We'll take a look at that right now. And that is showing here as I get things to pop up. Starting tomorrow night, running through next Thursday, is Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, rated G, One Battle After Another, rated R, and A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, rated R, showing at the Strand 3 Theater starting tomorrow, running through next Thursday. They're located on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. So we have volleyball tonight. Grundy Center Spartans, they are in class, let me double check that here. They are class 2A, ranked number 4 in the state. They come in 2-0 in their conference, 19-3 overall. And if you haven't heard her name yet, you will probably before she's done with her career. She's just a junior, but Ryan Brubaker, a junior middle hitter, stands 6 foot 8 inches tall. She has 210 kills. She hits a success rate of 48%, and she also leads a team of 68 blocks. By comparison, think of volleyball kill percentage like a baseball. If you're hitting 300 in baseball, you're doing pretty good. Well, she's hitting over almost 500 in volleyball. So 1 out of every 2 kills hits true. And when you're 6'8" and you jump up and you hit it straight down, very, very tough to defend. So we'll talk more about her as we get into things later on. So we are going to take this break and hear from our sponsors on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network and say you are watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Poly Ice Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at polyicegrenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers! Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Of course, all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group, join the Grenell Booster Club.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Back here at Grinnell High School, getting set for the start of volleyball. Now we have our picture. There we go. Bring it up for you. The varsity game, now you see two courts out here. And the varsity game is going to be on the court on the left. The JV games will be on the right. And we understand and know that there's part of that is cut off. And so I'll do my best to tell you what happened here. And I'm doing some logistical things. But Grundy Center, I mean, it starts and ends with their player, Brubaker. Again, 6'8". I've been told that she is the tallest female athlete in the state in any sport. If she's not the tallest, she's got to be right up there anyway. So, again, these numbers, just stunning. 210 kills, 68 blocks, but the best number is her success rate on kills is 48%. Again, if you think of that in baseball terms, you know, most hitters want to get up around the 300 mark. Well, she's hitting almost 500, so 1 out of every 2 kills is good. And you'll see her out there tonight. You can't miss her. And the way she jumps up and she can hit the ball straight down over the net, very tough to defend. But Grundy Center Spartans and Coach Lori Willis will tell you there are a lot more. Brubaker's a great player, but you have to have other players around her, and they certainly do. Lauren Zajak's a senior captain. She's a setter. She's 5'6", has 351 assists along with 27 service aces. Then Raylan Steinmeier, a junior outside hitter, has 224 digs. She's libero. And then Jenna Blythe is the sophomore outside hitter who has 19 service aces. And so they are a lot more than just the one player. But certainly, Brubaker gets all the attention. There's a local TV station here tonight, matter of fact, doing a story, interviewed her before the match and everything. For the Grinnell Tigers and Coach Sheree Sharp, well, they're coming off back-to-back wins. They beat Newton on Monday, beat South Tama on Tuesday in the game you saw here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. They come in a 3-0 in the Walmart Conference, 9-10 overall. They are in Class 4A, and they are led in kills by Kendra Knowlton, a 5'8" junior outside hitter, 118 kills to go with 25 blocks. Next up on the kill list is Lauren Loudon. She has 31 kills. Marin Sherman, a sophomore. Lauren Loudon's a senior, by the way. Marin Sherman is a sophomore, has 29 kills. Taryn Stallman has 25 kills and 18 blocks. She's a senior also. And then you have Aiden Goslick with 36 blocks and 37 kills. Caitlin Smith is the libero. She has 124 digs and 21 service aces. And then Caitlin Nath is a setter, has 156 assists. Also, you'll see Macy Lau come in, a freshman setter, as well for Coach Sheree Sharp. So we are getting set for volleyball. It is Dig Pink night. You'll see them in their pink uniforms once they come out. And they are coming out now, I believe. We're going to have the national anthem, which is tonight is going to be performed by Stephanie Latimer. See if we can catch part of that. The national anthem. Here on the Tiger Sports live stream network. National anthem there by Stephanie Latimer. Well done. And props to her because that is not easy to do. If you've ever been asked to do it, it's hard because everybody knows the tune. At least they should know the tune. And, boy, if you mess it up, as you've seen online, you really catch grief. All right, we are set for volleyball. And you see our huddle cam there. By the way, Ryan Brubaker's number 7. Again, you can't miss her. She's one with the head above the net there in the far corner. There come the Grinnell Tigers out in their Dig Pink uniforms. It is Dig Pink night. Also want to make mention of the Band Boosters barbecue going on tomorrow night. Barbecue pork or portobello sandwiches, chips, baked beans, dessert, and water. Meals just $10. Sandwiches $6. Tomorrow night, the barbecue Band Boosters barbecue fundraiser from 5 to 7 right outside of TT Craney Field before the football game. So Grinnell Tigers taking on the Spartans. See what they do. I was talking to Coach Ray Sharp and about this, and, I'm sure she's been asked, well, what do you do? We're going to have her on in between games, and I'll talk to them about it. But, just like I coach basketball, when you have a real tall player, you go right at them. You don't change your game or anything because of that, and then you make adjustments off what their coach does and how that player moves and what they do. So we'll see if that paves true for Grinnell or how they do that as we get into this game. All right, we are set for volleyball action. And Bob Fessler is one of our umpires, former Pella coach, and daughter played volleyball at TCU. He's a well-known volleyball official around the state. Has done state tournament, does Big 12 games, a lot of Division II games as well, so very well-respected volleyball official. He's up on the chair on the net tonight. All right, Grenell is going to be serving. Check that. Grundy Center is going to be serving. That's number 13, Raylan Steinmeier, set to serve. And our first game brought to us by Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance. And there's a serve receive by Grenell. Goes up and out of the net. And just like that, it is 1-0 for Grundy Center. And the scoreboard down there in the corner is wrong. The scoreboard, that's for the JV game, so we're going to try to get that fixed. There's a bump up and a kill that time by Grenell. Dug out nicely by Grundy Center. Now a back set. Kill attempt up. Tigers play it up. They chase it down. Are they going to be able to get it over? And no, they don't. So it's 2-0. Grundy Center with the lead. Ignore that scoreboard in the lower left-hand corner for now. Again, we're working to get that fixed. Here's a serve up. Bumped up by Grenell. There comes a set. Over. Up over the block, and it's tipped back by Grenell. The set again. Kill attempt that time goes off the net and down, and that's a point for Grenell. So Tigers get one there, 2-1. Sub in, Aiden Gosling checking in now. Reading that front row, along with Marin Sherman. Caitlin Smith with the serve. Grundy Center gets the ball up and over, barely. Now the Tigers are on the attack. There's this back set over, kill attempt off the block. Ball going up, set to the other side and up across, dug up by Grenell. Here comes the set, and Tigers just get the ball over, and what happened there? Oh, is somebody in the net? Okay, crossed under the net, so it's a point for Grundy Center, and they lead 3-1. Again, ignore that scoreboard there in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. I will call out the score for the varsity match. Here, there's a service into the net by Grundy Center. So Tigers take that point, and it's 3-2. Grundy Center with the lead. Now Marin Sherman back to serve for Grenell. Again, we apologize for our camera angle and also the scoreboard. We're working to get both of those fixed here. I don't know much we can do about the camera angle. We're using the huddle cam for that, but the scoreboard we should be able to get fixed here momentarily. There's a kill attempt by Kendra Knowlton, but again, when she arches her back, you've heard me say this, she arched her back, and that can't allow them to get up on top of the ball to get it down. It goes out, and it's 4-2, Spartans with the lead. Ryan Brubaker, number 7, right there in the middle. Serving up now is number 5, Jordan Van Wetchel. There's a setup by Grenell. Kill attempt up and over the block. Big kill blocked that time by Knowlton. There's Brubaker. There's another tip up and over, and Tigers punch it back. There's the set coming up, and it goes up, dug up by Grinnell. Here comes a set to the far side. Big kill by Knowlton, and that's in. Kendra Knowlton gets that kill. It's 4-3. Grinnell with the lead. Now Macy Laug checking in, a freshman setter for Coach Sheraya Sharp. They're going to play 2 games to 25, best 2 out of 3 to 25 instead of 3 out of 5 since it's a triangular. There's a serve receive error. That ball goes off of Spartan. Point for Grinnell, and we are tied at 4 apiece. And then in between games, after this game, Grinnell will take a break, and Grundy Center and Pella Christian will play each other. And then to wrap up the night, Grinnell will play Pella Christian. In between games, we're going to have Coach Sheraya Sharp and hopefully some seniors up here to talk to us about how the volleyball season is going. There's a setup by Knowlton just over the net, bumped up by Grundy Center, set to the far side. There's a kick down off the block. Point for Grundy Center, and it's 5-4. Spartans with the lead. So service up now, coming. Brubaker back serving. Knuckleball serve, dug up by Grinnell. There's the set over to the left side. Big swing, and that goes down. Some of the Grundy Center players did a double take, thought it was out, but they said it was in, so we tied back up at 5 apiece. Now Aiden Goslink goes back to serve for Grinnell. And that ball goes up and down and out. So it'll be a point for Grundy Center. And Grinnell leads at 5-6 again. Ignore the scoreboard in the lower left-hand corner. It is 6-5. Grinnell with the lead. There's the ball up. And a kill attempt blocked back by Grinnell, but goes out of bounds. And so that's a point for Grundy Center. Now they lead 5-7. Again, that is a JV score in the lower left, not the varsity. So we're working to get that fixed as much as we can here. And there's a point now for the Spartans as the ball gets blocked but goes out of bounds once again. So Tigers are there for the block, just not able to keep them in bounds. And it's 8-5, Grundy Center with the lead. Here comes a serve up. Bumped up by Grinnell. Here comes the back set. Over to the right side of Knowlton. She tries to hit it. And just a miss hit. Hit the pole. That's out. And that's 4 in a row by the Spartans. It was 5-5. Now it's 9-5 Spartans. And back serving is Kidarella Brown. She puts the ball up in play. Dug up by Grinnell. Here's the set over to the left side. And it's going to be free ball for the Spartans. Back set. Hammer coming down, but blocked off of Grinnell again, out of bounds. Point for Grundy Center. It's 10-5 Spartans. There's a serve up. Set up by Grinnell. There comes a set to the middle. Knowlton tries to get it down. Dug over by Grundy Center. A big swing by the Spartans. Dug out by Grinnell. Now set to the far side, and that is in. Wow. What a great angle shot there by the Tigers. Needed that point, and they get it and get the serve back. It's 10-6. Now Kendra Knowlton goes back to serve for Grinnell. Brubaker comes out for the Spartans for now. Nice dig that time up. Nice serve receive by the Spartans. There's a set to the far side. Free ball for Grinnell. Grinnell will have a chance here. There comes the back set. Over to Stallman. Then gets the kill. Taryn Stallman, a senior. The nice swing. Hits it off a Grundy Center player. Mom and Dad Jennifer Stallman. Jennifer's here tonight. Be happy with that one. It's 10-7. Grundy Center with the lead. Serve up by Knowlton. Bumped up by Grundy Center. Over to the far side. Big swing. Dug up nicely by Knowlton. Here comes the set. Over to the right side. Nice dig. Back set to Grundy Center. And gets it up and off. Not able to handle it with the Tigers. It's a point for the Spartans. And they lead now 11-7. Again, please ignore the score in the lower left-hand corner. That is off. We're working hard to get that fixed as much as we can. Back serving is Charlie Kirkpatrick, a freshman for Coach Lori Willis. And here comes the first serve up. Nice serve receive. There's a set over to the near side. Tipped back over by Grundy Center. Now a back set for Grenell. Big swing that time by Marin Sherman. She gets the kill off the block. Ball hits the ground. It's a point for Grinnell. It's 11-8. Spartans with a lead. Now Caitlin Nath comes in for Aiden Goslink and for Taryn Stallman. There's a serve up by Nath. Set up for the Spartans. Free ball coming over. Grinnell has a chance here. There's a set, a back set to the near side, and the kill is just long. Just long by Lauren Loudon that time. Right idea, found the hole, just, oh no, okay, there must have been a violation. Initially awarded it out, but maybe the chair official overruled it. So that is a point for Grinnell. It's 11-9. Grundy Center with the lead over the Tigers. There comes a serve up. Bumped up by the Spartans. Here comes a short set, and that is mistimed by the Spartans. Ball falls down, point for Grinnell. Now Grinnell has scored 3 straight. It's 11-10. Tigers creeping back into this one. Serve is up. Bullet serve. Nice receive up by the Spartans. There's a set to the far side. Big swing. Dug up by Grinnell, but going back out of bounds. Tigers unable to handle that. It's a point for Grundy Center. It's 12-10. Ryan Brubaker back in for the Spartans, as well as subs in for Grinnell. Avicini checking in for the Tigers. There's a serve up. Going for the far left corner. Ball dug up by Grinnell. There's a set to the far side. Kill attempt is down. Nice angle on that kill. That was Marin Sherman, a sophomore outside hitter. Gets it down. It's 12-11. Grundy Center with the lead. There's a back set now for the Spartans. Going up and getting the kill. That time is number 1. Trinity Yorboski looked like getting that kill. Again, found the hole. And it's 13-11. Tigers with the lead. So Spartans set to serve. Here comes the serve up. Nice receive by Grinnell. There comes the set to the near side. Going to be a free ball for the Spartans. There's the bump and the set to Brubaker. She hammers it down, and it is just wide. Okay. Looked like it was just out. It's a point for Grinnell, and that makes it 13-12. Grundy Center with the lead. Now the serve up by the Tigers. And that ball goes wide. My pitcher glitched out there for a second. So I'm not sure what happened, but I did know the point was to the Grundy Center. And it is 14-12. Again, please ignore the score in the lower left-hand corner. That is not the correct score. That's for the JV match, which is the one you see on the right half of your screen. I will be giving the score for our game on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. There's a ball tipped up over by Aiden Gossing, tipped right back by Grundy Center. Here comes a set to the far side, up over the block, tipped by Grundy Center, but playable. There's a set to the far side, big swing, and that goes off a Tiger player. Out of bounds, and it's 15-12. Grundy Center with the lead. Again, they're playing best 2 out of 3 to 25 here in the triangular. You must win by 2. Serve received by Grinnell. Ball is bumped up. There's a set over. Kill attempt up and over the block. To the far side, attack. Nice block back by Grinnell. Play back by Grinnell. Tipped by Brubaker and back over. And that is going to be, let's see, they held up 2 hands, so it's a violation on Grinnell, and it's a point for Grundy Center. 16-12 is the lead for the varsity contest. There's a bump up by Grinnell. Set over to the far side. Big kill into the net. Knowlton that time. Had a little bit of a miss hit, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Ray Sharp. 17-12 17-12 is your score. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Pollyeyes Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyeyesgrenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Back here at Grinnell High School, 17-12 is your score. Grundy Center with the lead over the Tigers. And Spartans are set to serve. Serving up is Jordan Van Welchel. Here comes the serve up and over. Nice bump up by Grinnell. There's the set. Coming in for the kill. That time was number 13, Marion Sherman, but it goes off of Grundy Center. Oh, and they went out of bounds. What did they rule there? That should have been Grinnell point, I thought. All right. Must have missed something there. And there's a tip up and over by Grinnell Knowlton. Again, up over the block. You can't kill, so you get up and over, and she finds a hole. And that's a point for Grinnell, and it is 18-13. Grundy Center with the lead over Grinnell in the varsity game. Macy Log now back to serve for Grinnell. And we're having a substitution deal on the official talking to Coach Ray Sharp. Now we're set to go. There's a serve up by Laug. Bump up by Grundy Center. There's a set to the middle. And Brubaker just on a rare miss hit that time. And that's a point for Grinnell. It's 18-14. There's a ball served up by Grinnell. Bumped up by Grundy Center. Hit back by Knowlton. Kept in play. Brubaker with the slam off. Still going by Grinnell, and there's a big kill by Brubaker. Found the corner, hits it straight down. That's a point for Grundy Center, 19-14. Now Brubaker back to serve. Again, she is 6'8" and just a junior. There's a ball bumped up by Grenell. Kill attempt coming down the line, but it is tipped by Grundy Center, they say, so that's a point for Grinnell. It's 19-15. So in the front line you have Knowlton, Avicini, and it looks like Lauren Loudon. Served up by Aiden Gosling. There's a serve, and it just long. Just long. It is 20-15, Grundy Center with the lead. Now back serving for the Spartans, Catarilla Brown. Ball goes up. Back set now to Knowlton. Her kill is blocked that time by the Spartans off Grenell. It's a point for Grundy Center's 21-15. Again, we're going to fix the scoreboard here, probably in between matches here as we try to get the right scoreboard for you. So please ignore that one in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. 21-15, Grundy Center with the lead in the varsity. There's a short set. Loudon gets it up, tipped up again. Tigers have to play it back and over. Free ball for the Spartans. There's a bump in the set and a big kill blocked by Grenell. Dug up nicely by the Tigers. A set over, and that time Knowlton looked like she played it off. Okay, they're saying it's Grenell point. I'm not sure what quite happened there, but they say it was Grenell's point. Oh, I see. Grundy Center hit it off the pole. All right, very good. So it was out of bounds, so it's a point for Grenell. 21-16, Tigers trailing. Knowlton to serve. There's a ball bumped up by the Spartans. Set to the near side. Big swing and kill attempt, and it was tipped. So it's tipped, so that's a point for the Spartans, and it's 16. Grundy Center with the lead. Again, they're playing best 2 out of 3 here. They do play to 25. As you see, Pella Christian Eagles arriving here at the high school gym. Here comes the serve up. Ball is bumped up by Grenell. Here comes the set to the far side. Played back by Grundy Center. There's a bump in the set. Big swing coming, blocked down by Grenell. Tipped up and over, and they're going to say that was 4 hits. So it's a point for Grenell. It's 22-17. Tigers hanging tough against the Spartans. Again, Grundy Center ranked number 4 in Class 2A. And Tigers ready to serve here. There goes a serve up. Big swing there by Grundy Center. Blocked down. That time looked like Caitlin Nath may have got a piece that blocked that down. And Tigers get the points, 22-18. Wow. Grinnell hanging tough. Serving for Grinnell's number 3, Caitlin Nath. Nice serve. Dug up by the Spartans. Short set. Blocked up by Grinnell. Here comes a set to the near side. Big swing by the Tigers and blocked down. But on Grundy Center side of the net, that was number 9, Lauren Louding, getting that kill. And it's 22-19. Grinnell clawing back into this one. Now down 3 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. There's a bump up by Grundy Center. Set to the far side. Blocked up by Grinnell. There's the bump. And the set to the far side. Big swing by the Tigers. Dug up nicely by the Spartans. Going back together, but it's out. Tigers get the point. They have scored 4 in a row. And it's 22-20. And Grundy Center coach Lori Willis takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 22-20. Grundy Center varsity leading Grinnell varsity. The JV game's on the right-hand court. That's what the scoreboard is on, so please ignore that score in the lower left. There's a serve up by Grinnell. Bumped up by Grundy Center. Back set. Tipped up and over the block, and it finds its way home. Nice job by the Spartans that time. That goes down as a kill, even though it wasn't hit the hardest. Any hit that leads to a point is considered a kill. Now it's 23-20. Grundy Center with the lead, and they are serving. Ball served up. Dug up by Grinnell. There's a set to the far side. Big swing attempt, and that is blocked out of bounds. Off Grundy Center. Point for Grinnell is 23-21. Tigers hanging tough. Now Tigers set to score. Or set to serve, rather. Well, I hope they score. There's a bump back set over for the Spartans. Attempt knocked up by Grinnell. Here comes the bump back, and a miss hit. Goes out of bounds, and it's a point for Grundy Center. They are at game point at 24-21. So Spartans ready to serve this one up here. To take this first game. There's a serve up. It bumped up by Grinnell. Here comes a set over to the far side. Big kill attempt is long, and that will do it. Grundy Center wins the first game, 25-21. We'll take this break. Hear from our sponsors as you tell you're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grenell or order online at pollyi'sgrenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Tomorrow, Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers! Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of
Back here at Grinnell High School, we apologize for that delay on that. We are still trying to get our scoreboard working and don't have it as yet, but we hope to have it here fairly soon. And Tigers are off to a 3-1 lead here. We're Grundy Center here in this game number 2. And now it's 4-1 Tigers with the lead. We are trying to work behind the scenes here to get our scoreboard set up for you. So you can ignore the score in the lower left-hand corner. Tigers lead 4-1. Grenell is going to be serving here. There's a ball served up by the Tigers. Bumped up by Grundy Center. Big swing by Brubaker. It's blocked, but it rolls down the net and goes out of bounds. So What I kind of figured Shreyas would do is, we said in the pregame, you go right at the big, you don't shy away, you go right at them, and they got the block that time, but just could not get it to stay in. It's 4-1 Grundy Center, or Grinnell leading Grundy Center. There's a serve up by Grundy Center. There's a set to the middle. Big swing attempt from the back row, and it was tipped. And that is going to be a point for Grinnell, I do believe. Let's see. Yes, point for Grinnell. And it is now they have the score. It's 5-2. Okay, that's what I thought. That threw me off a little bit. Doesn't take much to throw me off. If anybody who knows me knows that. You ask my wife, it doesn't. There's a block, a kill attempt by Grundy Center. And that was blocked back right by Grinnell. Tigers get the point, and they lead 6-2. Great start here for Grinnell. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grundy Center. Now put back by the Spartans. And that's going to be a point for Grundy Center. It's going to be 6-3. Grinnell with the lead. You can just kind of see the scoreboard there in the upper right-hand corner. That's the one that we're using. Don't look at the one on the lower left. There's a serve bumped up by Grinnell. Tigers having to scramble to get it up over the net, and they do, but a ball came back out on the court. So let's see. Is that going to be a let? Yep, they're going to just do it over. Where they put both thumbs, that's a let because the ball came out on their court. So for player safety, of course, they stop the match. There's a set over the far side. Big swing by Grenell. Dug up by Grundy Center. There's a set back to the middle and a swing and a point for the Spartans. It is now 6-4. Grinnell with the lead. See on your screen that we're trying to get a different scoreboard set up for that. So again, we appreciate your patience while we work behind the scenes to get this thing squared away. There's a set up to Knowlton on the far side. She hits it. Ball blocked back by Grundy Center, and it falls down. It's a point for the Spartans. Or no, check that. Point for Grinnell. Tigers will serve. Aiden Gosnick heading back to serve, and it's 7-4. Grinnell with the lead over the Spartans. Spartans took game number 1 25-21. Served by Gosling. Dug up by the Spartans. There's a back set or a set over, quick set over. Played nicely by Grinnell. Back over to the Spartans. Now a set for the far side. Bumped up by Grinnell. Here comes a set back to the near side. And it is blocked down. And that's going to be a point for Grundy Center. It's now 7-5. Spartans with the lead. Grundy Center set to serve back there. Catarella Brown serving now for the Spartans. She puts the ball up in play. Dug up by Grinnell. There's a back set to the near side. Knowlton with a big swing. And cannot get it to go. Looks like it hit into the net. And down, and that is 7-6. Spartans, Tigers still with the lead. Now it's 7-7 on that point. They're taken by Grundy Center. My apologies for the slag there in my commentary. Trying to do a couple different things here at once to get our scoreboard up and running for us. Now the Spartans get the next point. They lead 8-7. There's a serve up by the Spartans. Bumped up by Grinnell. Set now to the middle. Free ball over for the Spartans. And that ball is still going. There's a set to the far side. And just a free ball over by Grinnell. Dug up nicely by the Tigers, going down again. Now a set to the near far side. Big swing is blocked out of bounds. And that is going to be a point for Grinnell, and we are tied up at 8 apiece. Again, our apologies here. We're trying to get scoreboard set up. So now 9-8, Grundy Center with the lead over Grinnell. There's the ball bumped up by Grinnell. Tipped back over by Grundy Center, and they get the point. Nobody home, and it's 10-8. Spartans now on a 4-0 run. It was 8-6 Grinnell. Now it's 10-8 Grundy Center. Spartans set to serve. So timeout taken by Grinnell. 12-8 now, Grundy Center with the lead. We're going to take this break with them. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 12-8 is your score. And we're having problems getting our scoreboards to be connected so we can run things. And we're trying to get things sorted back out here for you. Again, 12-9. There's our picture back. Now hopefully we can get our scoreboard working. Nice save up by Grundy Center, still trying to get up and over, and they do hit the ball over. Tigers with the set. Attempt is over, and let's see, they blew the whistle. That's going to be called 4 hits. That's a point for the Tigers, and it's 12-10. So now the Spartans get a point back again. Again, I apologize. We are trying to get our scoreboard up and running here. So let's see if we can get this thing set up where we need to go. It is 13-10. All right. Now 14 as they work to get our scoreboard caught up. Now the officials are talking to each other, as you can see there. Doing some moving around here for you to putting our business card sponsors. We can cover up that scoreboard in the lower left-hand corner. Appreciate Dan Walker's help on this. Now they've taken a point away. It's 13-11. There we go. So now we have our score up and going, and our business card sponsors now in the lower left-hand corner. My thanks to Dan Walker for helping us out here, getting the scoreboard up and running for us. And while they're getting things sorted out here, we have this break in the action. Fortuitous break in the action. Let's talk about the Bambucha Sports Barbecue. That's tomorrow night at TT Craney Field right before the football game, serving from 5 to 7 p.m. Barbecue pork or portobello sandwiches available. Chips, baked beans, dessert, and water for just $10. If you want just a sandwich only, that's $6. It's outside TT Cranny Field before the Tiger football game, just east of the football field. There, they'll have everything set up for you, and you can come and do that tomorrow night. Grinnell Band Boosters annual barbecue dinner tomorrow night, 5 to 7, just outside TT Cranny Field. And, of course, that will be before the Tigers host the Clear Creek Amanda Clippers in football tomorrow night. We'll have that game for you as well on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Pre-game around 7:15, kickoff around 7:30 or so tomorrow night on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Okay, 13 to 10. Now they have the score set, so we got to take another point off Grinnell. Spartans are serving. So there's the ball bumped up by Grinnell. Set back, free ball coming back. Spartans have a chance to run the attack. There's a short set to Brubaker's shot is blocked, tipped up by Grinnell. Nice job by the Tigers going up against the block and dug up nicely by Grinnell. Another kill attempt. Nice dig by the Spartans. Wow, that was a good hard hit. Spartans get it. Free ball for the Tigers. Have a chance here. There's a set to the far side. Big swing. Ball gets blocked back over the net. Back set this time to the middle. Tigers go up and over, but there's the Spartans. Now set to the far side. Ball is tipped around and down off Grinnell. What a point, though, but it goes the Spartans' way. Wow, that's a good hustle that time by both teams. The Spartans get the point. Now the ball dug around by Grinnell, and that kill attempt is tipped. It's out. Brubaker went to hit that out, but it just was wide. That's a point for Grinnell. So it's now 14 to 11. There's a set now to the middle. Right there, Brubaker hammers it home. Again, 6'8", you're hitting it straight down. Not a lot you can do there. Point for the Spartans, and it's 15 to 11. Game number 2. Our game number 2 brought to us by Brent Nichols, State Farm Insurance. With all the technical stuff we had there, don't want to slight Mr. Nichols and State Farm Insurance, a proud sponsor of the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. There's a kill attempt by Knowlton. Rolls off, hits over the top tape, rolls down the net, and not handled by the Spartans, so Tigers get the point. And it's 15 to 12. Tigers hanging in there. And that time, a shot by Brubaker, 6'8" girl. Again, blocked back down by Grenell. I think that was Gosling right there. Also, for the Tigers, Lauren Loudon right there. Point for Grenell. It's 15 to 13. Tigers getting back in this one. Big serve up by the Tigers. Ball is heading towards out of bounds. Dug back by the Spartans. Going to be a free ball over. Tipped up by Grenell. Here comes a set. Free ball back over for the Spartans net. Set to the far side. Big swing blocked, but out of bounds off Grinnell. That's a point for the Spartans. When I say free ball, that means it's not a kill attempt. The offensive team or the receiving team just is getting the ball over in what would be considered a nice, easy toss over the net. That allows the other team to have a chance for an attack. That's what I mean by free ball. It's not an attack taken. Service up by the Spartans. Drop down. There's the bump. And the set. Gosling with a big swing, and Aiden gets it down. Wow. Aiden Gosling with a big swing, and it's 16 to 14. Now number 6 checking in Terrence Stallman for Grinnell. Loudon, Gosling, and Stallman in the front row. There's a kill attempt from the Spartans. It's blocked down the line, rolls over the tape, and falls on the Grundy center side, and it's 16 to 15. Tigers trying to get back in this one. Macy Logg, a freshman, doing the serving now for Grinnell. There the ball is spotted up, bumped up by the Spartans. There's a set, spike attempt, diving play by Grinnell, bumped up. There's an attempt up and over, diving play by the Spartans to save it. Here comes the set attempt. It's going to be a free ball. Tigers will have a chance here. There's a set to the far side, up and right down the line, off Grundy center. Knowlton read the defense there, and we are tied at 16. Timeout taken by Grundy Center. Will take one as well. 16 all here in game number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here at Grinnell High School, Grundy Center won the first game 25-21. Tigers tied it up here at 16 apiece here in game number 2. And again, because this is a triangular, they're doing best 2 out of 3 to 25. I'm not sure in the third game if we're going to play to 15 like you would a regulation game or not. We'll find out if Tigers can get this win. Serve up by Loud. There's a bump up by the Spartans. Set to the far side. Tipped up and over and diving play. Nice job that time on the far side. That was number 10, Lauren Zajac, a senior captain. Found the hole. Point for Grundy Center. It's 17-16. Spartans set to serve right here. There's a ball bumped up. There's a set to the far side. Off the net, dug up nicely by Grenell. It is blocked around. Let's see. They're going to say point Grenell. Grundy Center's wondering what happened. Coach Lori Willis can't believe it. I guess they said somebody was in the net. Or no, they're going to go let on that. Okay, it's a let, so it's still, no, it's 18. They did give a point to Grundy Center. All right. I got to pay attention. That kill attempt is just long by Kendra Knowlton. Another point for the Spartans. And since the timeout at 16, they have ripped off 3 straight, and they lead 19-16. There's the bump. Setting out a Gossling in the middle. Aiden puts the ball over. Dug up nicely by Grundy Center. There's a set to the middle. Blocked back by Gossling. There's a set back over. There's a bump. And the set to the far side. Knowlton with a big swing and gets it down. That's a point for Grenell. 19-17. Tigers hanging around. Aiden Gossling, the senior, going back to serve. Brubaker sitting down on the bench. Don't know if she's, for Grundy, I don't know if she's sick or what. But she's out right now. And there's a diving play, saved by Knowlton, but unable to grab as the Tigers. That's a point for Grundy Center, and it is 20-17. Grundy Center with the lead here in game number 2. They took game number 1, 25-21, and they Spartans now will be serving it up. There's a big swing by Knowlton, blocked by the Spartans. Dug up by Grundy Center. Here's his kill attempt back. That is bumped up. Set over to the far side. Knowlton with a swing. Tipped off of Grundy Center and falls down. It's a point for Grenell. 20-18. Grenell serving it up here. Big kill attempt by the Spartans, dug up by Grenell. There's a set. Tigers with a kill attempt, and that is short. And that's going to be a point for Grundy Center, and it's 21-18. There's a serve up by Grundy Center. Another point for the Spartans there. And they lead 22-18. Here in game number 2. Spartans serve it up. Bump up by Grenell. There's the set. Over the net it goes. Spartans with the back set. Big swing attempt. Dug up by Grenell. There's attack to the far side. Ball dug up by the Spartans. Bumped up. Back set. And tipped up by Grinnell. Now set over. Spartans have it back. Here comes the kill attempt. Tipped up and over. Dug up by Grinnell. Here comes the back set over to the far side. The ball is blocked down. Back again. Another swing by Grinnell. Diving down, and that finally drops for the Tigers, and they get the point. And it's 22-19. Tigers are going to serve it up here. Going back to serve for Grinnell is number 3, Caitlin Nath. Nath with the serve. There's a ball tipped up by Grundy center. There's the back set now to the far side. Free ball over for Grinnell. Tigers on the attack. There's a back set to the middle. Big swing by the Tigers. Blocked by Grundy center. There's a back set. Tipped up and over. And finding the hole is the Spartans. They get the point and they lead it 23-19. Spartans serving here. There's the ball up, dug up by Grinnell. There comes the set. Free ball over. Spartans have a chance for an attack here. There's a bump and the set. Big spike as Brubaker comes back in. She puts it home. Or no, it was out. All right, they rule it out, so that's a point for Grinnell. It's 23-20. Serve up by Caitlin Smith. Bumped up by Grundy Centers. A tip back. Goes out of bounds off Grinnell. Point for the Spartans, and it's now match point at 24-20. So Spartans serving here. They already took game one, 25-21. Serving here for the match at 24-20. Here comes the serve up. Dug out by Grinnell. There's a serve to the far side. It is up. Blocked down by the Spartans. Dug out by Grinnell. Spark back. And that is going to be in on the kill by Brubaker, and that will do it. 25-20. Spartans win the second game. They win the match 2-0. We will take this break and hear from our sponsors, and hopefully have Coach Ray Sharp up here, as well as some seniors also. You're watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at pollyi'sgrenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers! Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today. Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Try Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy. Or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
All right, back here at Grinnell High School. Tigers go down to Grundy Center. 2 games in 25-20 and 25-20. We are joined by Tiger head volleyball coach Ray Sharp. And coach, you know, everybody talks about the big girl, and I mean, I'll just get right to it. You had any special plan, or you just business as usual when you go up against a player of that, you know, obviously the biggest player you've got played against?
Yeah, she's definitely the biggest we've seen so far this season. I mean, we made a couple of adjustments throughout the game, but when our game plan coming in was just business as usual. Let's take care of the ball. Let's make sure we take care of each other, and we'll see where we are.
You know, and a player that size, I mean, you really had nice adjustments. Your Tigers hung with them all the way. Actually, especially that second game, got out to a big lead. But you've been around volleyball all your life, and I've always wanted to ask this. On a player that size, when they can jump up and hit straight down, is there a defense for that? I mean, is there a way you can, even as your blockers are, you know, like ours are, you know, 5'10", 5'11", somewhere in there?
Well, the thing about her specifically is that there are only going to be a few of those balls in a game, because there's only going to be a few balls that are exactly where she wants them and are going the direction she wants to swing. And so just like you saw, we weren't able to pick those 2 balls up, but she was only able to get 2 of those straight down onto the court balls on us, and I'm pretty happy with that, because that means that our serve is doing their job, our defense is doing their job, and we're taking care of the ball on our side.
It seems like this young squad is getting better every game and also getting more mentally tough. As we've talked before, volleyball, a lot of sports need mental toughness, but no more so than volleyball, because usually, not all the time, but usually points are scored on mistakes.
Yeah.
And but then you have maybe, 10 seconds at the most to get rid of it before you're playing again. So
absolutely.
How do you teach that to younger players? Is that something that can be coached, or do they have to learn it, or is it a combination of both?
It's definitely, I try and lean into who they are as a person. So remembering that they are more than a volleyball player first, and really preaching that and living that out myself. My worth doesn't land in whether we win or lose, and the same goes for them. So I think that's a big thing for me, is making sure that they understand that they're worth more to me than volleyball players. The next piece of that is going on to knowing who they are. So I have a couple of players that I can push in real hard at, and they come out and do a great job. I have a couple players that if I push hard, they're going to push back, and that's not what we want. We don't want to push and pull with that. So it's just learning who they are. So it's definitely a taught skill, and they're doing a really, really good job of making improvement every game.
Yeah, because I didn't see any shying away. They just went toe-to-toe with let's face it, everybody talks about Brubaker, but she has a lot of nice parts around her.
Absolutely.
And no
that
matter how tall.
Right side, oh my gosh, she kept us guessing. I mean, we couldn't block her cross, then we couldn't block her line, then she's tipping down the line. I mean, she did everything she could to make as many kills as she got, and she earned them. She did a great job.
So you fall 2-0. You have Pella. You have a break here. Then Pella Christian next. Very quickly, what can you tell us about the Eagles?
Well, they're athletic. Every year, they always seem to be able to put 6 girls on the floor that are just athletes, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what our girls can come up with against them. I think we're a little bit better body size match for them than we were with Grundy Center, but we're going to have to play some of our best volleyball tonight.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time. And, again, nice job here in game number 1. We'll have some seniors up here. We'll talk to them, and we look forward to talking to you after that second match tonight against Pella Christian.
Thanks, Chris.
All right. That is head volleyball coach Shreya Sharp. And now the moment they've all been dreading. They're all taking off. Nobody wants to talk. Come on, I'm nice. Aiden, I didn't talk to you in track. You get over here. She wouldn't talk to me at state tracks, so. Not really. I only have the one mic, so I tell you what. Let me see what I can do. So, why don't you come over here? I can kind of pass this around. You've all ever played against, but as I asked Coach Sharp, they have other players around her. So, when she mentioned game plan, what's special? Like, was it rotations that were set up differently, or just attacking schemes differently? What did you guys have in place for the Spartans tonight coming into this match?
It was all pretty much the same, like every other game. We just had to find her arm, stay in front of her, and hope that our defense would pick it up.
She also always talks about how hitters go towards the shorter person, so we would just try to go away from her and towards the other blocker.
And with that, we definitely had to go, our defense had to go around the block, be in their spot, and just know where the ball's at.
That was there was Taryn Stallman and Lauren Loud and Aiden Gosling there in order. I'll try to say who's talking. All right, so Coach talked about, too, the mental toughness. As you know, my daughters played volleyball, and I think, as I said to your coach, there's mental toughness in every sport, and I think no more so in volleyball, because literally most points are scored by mistake, but you have about 10 seconds to flush it and move on. So as seniors, how do you set the bar with that to these younger players, to get them, because that can be hard for younger players. Not always, but it usually is. So anything special you do by example, or how do you because the team seems to really be coming along is what I'm getting at. So is that something you guys have done as seniors and focused on, or are the young players just kind of catching on to how things work?
Yeah, we just try to have as much fun as we can, encourage everyone, and try to get into a rhythm.
And when something doesn't go our way, we usually just try to forget about it and move on and push back stronger. Those
first two, that was Aiden Gosling and Lauren Loud. Now we have Taryn Stallman.
Our connection on the team is definitely, our chemistry has just always been there, throughout any season. And, whenever we decide to go, whenever we're on the bench, we always just find ways to build each other up. We look at what happened, and then we find a way to build back on top of it.
All right, last question. I'll let you go because they cannot wait to get out of here. They're like, yes, I got to go eat something, and I want to get away from this. So now up next, Pella Christian, former Little Hawkeye Conference foe, and his coach said always athletic. But I'm guessing as players, you don't worry so much about who's on the other side of the net. You worry about playing your style of ball. And is that something you have to constantly practice? It's always taught in practice and in games, or is there? I know there's special situations, but I know you're looking forward to this. But is it something that you guys constantly practice? Just let's not worry about them. Let's play our game.
Yeah, we're always just told to worry about ourselves, play our game and worry about us before we worry about them and make adjustments on them.
She always tells us to play our game and play our speed. So if we're playing a slower team, then we try not to go down to their level. We like to just keep running our fast sets like we usually do. And if there's fast teams, we just make adjustments with faster blocks and stuff like that.
definitely what they said. We always just focus on ourselves first. If we need to fix something, we fix it, and we just go on through the game.
Very good. Well, Aiden Goslink, Lauren Loudon, and Terrence Stallman, thank you for coming up here. I know you don't like doing this, but thank you. Your parents appreciate it, and now your other friends can make fun of you and when they listen to you tomorrow in class. So thanks a lot, and good luck in the second game. All right, 3 seniors there from the Grinnell Tigers, having way too much fun. And my thanks to Coach Ray Sharp and those seniors for coming up here and talking. We appreciate that. So we're just going to take a break. We're going to run through a set of commercials because Pella Christian and Grundy Center will play now. And then Tigers will come back and play Pella Christian here once the Grundy Center Pella Christian game is all done. Again, Grundy Center wins the first game, 2-0. They won the first game 25-21, and the second game 25-20. Matter of fact, we're not going to run any commercials. We're just going to keep it up here. The picture you see on your screen, we'll just keep that there. And we'll take this break and come back. You are watching Grinnell High School Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. As you can see, the Grundy Center Pella Christian game is now over. And Grinnell Tigers are out there warming up. Grundy Center defeated Pella Christian 2-0. So the Spartans come in, take 2 from Grinnell, take 2 from Pella Christian, and now Grinnell and Pella Christian will be playing it and teeing it up here momentarily. Let's take a moment to salute some of our sponsors once again that help us keep these broadcasts on the air. They include Polyized Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Homes, and Mahaska Communication Group, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, also Unity Point, Grinnell Regional Medical Center, and more that help us out. Also, want to mention we have Grinnell Firestone. Save instantly on Bridgestone Firestone when you buy 2 or more eligible tires from Grinnell Firestone. We'll put that up there again. Again, save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone Firestone Ag tires. Also, some specials out there. $300 off all eligible AD2, IF, and VF radial tires. $200 off all eligible non-AD radial tires. And $25 off Destination Farm and Destination Turf tires. From Grinnell Firestone out there on Highway 6 East in Grinnell. Give them a call, 236-7572. Again, Grinnell Firestone, 236-7572. Give them a call. Mike and the gang out there will take care of you. Also want to make mention, tomorrow night is the Band Boosters Barbecue Fundraiser, their annual barbecue fundraiser. Been doing this a long time. The Band Boosters, always a great turnout, and we thank everybody in advance for all their support. The menu tomorrow night is barbecue pork or portobello sandwich, chips, baked beans, dessert, and water. The meal is just $10. The sandwich is $6. We'll be outside TT Crandon Field before the Tiger football game from 5 to 7 p.m. And that'll be tomorrow night, September 26th, before the Tigers host Clear Creek Amana, the Clippers. And finally, would be remiss if we didn't mention the Strand 3 Theaters located on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. This is their new lineup for this weekend, starting tomorrow night, running through next Thursday. They have Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, rated G, One Battle After Another, rated R, and then A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, that is rated R as well, showing now at the Strand 3 Theaters located on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. Proud sponsors of the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network. So Pella Christian comes into the ball game tonight. They are from the Little Hawkeye Conference. They are 2-0 in the Little Hawkeye and 10-8 overall. They did lose to Indianola on Tuesday of this week. They are led in kills by senior outside hitter Bryn Rosenbroom. 6-foot senior has 133 kills on the season. Their setter, Bryn Runner, 6'1 junior setter, has 305 assists. Jessica DeVries, a junior defensive specialist, or what they call the libero, has 128 digs. Rachel Kakmarinsky, the junior middle hitter, has 27 blocks. And Addie Van Arendonk, a senior outside hitter with 31 aces. Eagles coached by Andrea Kakmarinsky. Again, from the Little Hawkeye Conference, they are 2-0 in the conference, coming in at 10-8. And, of course, we gave you the rundown on the Grinnell Tigers from earlier. So while the Tigers are warming up here, probably still about 10 or so minutes away from volleyball action, we will take this break here from some of our sponsors and say you are watching Grinnell Tiger Volleyball on the Tiger Sports Live Stream Network.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that cell stretch technology, while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments. So no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign, they are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We're your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Weldon Drywall is your local drywall professional, serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post-frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Pollyized Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grenell or order online at pollyisedgrenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Back here at Grinnell High School, getting set for the start of the final game of the Triangular. Grinnell Tigers taking on the Pella Christian Eagles. Eagles, of course, out of the Little Hawkeye Conference, a conference Grinnell was in up until a couple years ago. So as we wait for that, we can tell you some other things going on. Kind of in the middle, wrapping up a busy broadcast week. Of course, tonight we have this volleyball game. Then tomorrow night, we have high school football. The Grinnell Tigers hosting the Clear Creek Amana Clippers. Pre-game around 7:15. Kickoff will happen right around 7:30 or so. Tomorrow night, from TT Craney Field, we'll have audio and video of that as well for you. And then for volleyball, take a bit of a break Our next volleyball broadcast is coming up on October 7th when the Tigers host number 1 ranked Clear Creek Amana. So that'll be coming up on the 7th. And also, I believe the Tigers added another volleyball match on October 13th, and they host Oskaloosa for senior night. So keep an eye out on our website. And our website is simply, you see our watermark there in the lower right-hand corner. Just add the .com to that, and you get to our website. You have links to all these games and our schedules and everything. Plus, we have swimming. They had Southeast Polk the other night in a great dual battle with the Tigers and Southeast Polk out at the Grinnell College pool. Then on September 30th, there was a quadrangular meet at home at 7 o'clock. And home game, again, home swimming matches are at the Grinnell College Natatorium. And then a dual meet on October 7th. That's the swimming schedule again. Check out our website. It's our watermark in the lower right-hand corner. Add the .com, and you are there at our website. So we're getting set for action here. Again, best 2 out of 3. They do play to 25. Game number 1 coming up here between the Pella Christian Eagles and the Grinnell Tigers. Game number 1 brought to us by Brett Nickel, State Farm Insurance. Chris Jr. here with you on a Thursday night. And here's the first serve up from the Eagles. Ball's in play. Dug up by Grinnell. Over the net, bumped up by Pella Christian. Here's the kill attempt, and it is off Grinnell and down, out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Pella Christian. Serving for the Eagles is number 14, Bryn Rosenbroom. Rosenbroom puts it in play. Dug up by Grinnell. There's a set to the middle. Knowlton from the back row gets a kill, bumped up by Pella Christian, and played up and over, and they get it there. Now it's set to the far side. Tigers swing at it. Diving attempt by Pella Christian. They get up, and they play it up and over. Again, a ball tipped up over the net. Here's a set attempt. Pella Christian with a kill attempt. It's wide and goes long. Point for Grenell, and Tigers tied up at 1 apiece. Tigers will be serving now. Caitlin Smith doing the serving now for Grinnell. There goes the serve. Ball is dug up. Bumped up and over. Tipped by Pella Christian. Tigers dive for it. Get the ball up, and they just get it over. Free ball for Pella Christian. Eagles go on the attack. Here's the kill attempt. And hammered up and home, but dug out nicely by Grinnell. There's the ball back. Tipped up and away. Out of bounds, and point for Grinnell. Couldn't see who that was in the corner. I think it was Marin Sherman down there getting that one out. And Grinnell leads the Eagles. The Tigers lead the Eagles 2-1. There's a serve by Grinnell. There's a set over to the far side. Big swing blocked down by Goslink. Also right there was Lauren Loudon. Couldn't tell who got it, but both of them are right there. Now Goslink tips it up and over the net and down. Again, that is a kill attempt. It wasn't the biggest of swings and the hardest of swings, but as I've said, any attack that leads to a point is considered a kill. So Aiden saw the opening, just tipped the ball down, and Tigers lead 3-1. Serve up now by Grinnell. Dug up by Pella Christian. There's a set. Back row attempt. Dug up nicely by Grinnell. Here comes the kill attempt, and that is down. That is in. And Tigers get the point, and they lead 4-1. So great start here for the Tigers in game number 1. There comes a serve up by Grinnell. Played up by Pella Christian. Ball over the right side. A free ball for Grinnell. Tigers have a chance to an attack. There's a set. Back set near side swing. Big block by Pella Christian, but the Eagles still play it. Here's a kill attempt by the Eagles. Gets down, and that is going to be a point. Or no, check that. That was out of bounds. So that's a point for Grinnell. I thought that may have gotten down, but it was out of bounds, and that is going to be a point for Grinnell. And Tigers lead 5-1, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. And now we had a whistle on the serve. I think our chair official, Mr. Bob Fessler, again, long-time volleyball coach at Pella. His daughter, he coached her in high school. She wanted to play at Texas TCU. And now he does collegiate games, including some Division I and Big 12 games. He's done some Iowa State volleyball games, for example. There's a bump over to Gosling on the far side. Aiden had to arch her back, couldn't get the power on it, but Pella Christian plays it up. Here comes a kill attempt by the Eagles. Up and over. Tigers right there. Here's the set to the far corner. Big swing by Grenell, and getting that kill, number 13 for Grinnell. That's Marin Sherman. And Tigers lead 6-1. Coach Andrew Kakmarinski with the hands on the hips. Not liking so far what they're seeing, and that serve goes just wide. That's a point for the Eagles. Tigers have ripped off 4 in a row there. It was 2-1, and now it's 6-2. So back to serve for Pella Christian. This is going to be number 7, Rachel Kakmarinski. Ball is served up and dug up nicely by Grinnell. Getting down there, digging it up is the Tigers. Now the set, Knowlton, just a free ball for the Eagles, but it goes off Pella Christian out of bounds. And Knowlton will get credit for the kill, and it is going to be 7-2. Now they say. All right. We'll get that fixed. And that serve goes off and into the net, and that's going to be a point for Pella Christian. It's now 7-3. Grinnell with the lead here in game number 1. Again, best 2 out of 3 to 25. You must win by 2. Eagles serve it up here. Dug up by Grinnell. There's a set to the near side. Going up for the big swing, but again, arching the back. That was Lauren Loudon. You could almost see it from the shot there, number 9 right there in front. She arched her back and could not get extension up on top and able to snap her wrist down through the attack to get the ball down. It's a point for the Eagles, and it's 7-4. Here comes the serve. Bullet serve hits the net. Saw a girl from South Tama do a pretty big jump serve, threw it way up in the air, and then jumped up and hammered it home. So point for Grinnell. Tigers lead 8-4 here in game number 1, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. High school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network. Chris Jr. with you on a Thursday night. Here's a ball tipped up for a set by Pella Christian. Tipped back by Grinnell, then hit back by Pella Christian. Now here comes a set to the far side. Knowlton, big swing, blocked by the Eagles, and Tigers can't control it. Goes out of bounds. And it is going to be a point for Pella Christian. Back to serve. Looks like number 4, Maya Heisman. And that serve hit her teammate in the back of the head. Whoops. All right. That's a point for Grinnell. Teammate turns around like, was it something I said? 9-5 now, Grinnell with the lead. Tigers serving the ball. Serving for Grinnell is a senior, Aiden Gosling. Gosling puts the ball in play. And that is just in. Eagles thought it might have been out, but Gosling gets the service ace. 10-5. Tigers with the lead over the Eagles. Gosling with the serve once again. Puts the ball up, dug up by Pella Christian. There's the set. Attack coming, big swing, and it is in. All right, called in, so it's a point for the Eagles. On the kill that time looked to be number 6 for the Eagles. That's Sophia Slachter. Getting that one to drop in. Eagles to serve. There's the ball bumped up by Grinnell. Tipped back down quickly by Pella Christian again. Sophia Slager gets the tip, 2 in a row for the Eagles, and it's now 10-7, Grinnell with the lead. Serve is up. Here comes the ball. Nice bump. There's this back set to Knowlton on the near side, and her kill is blocked down by Pella Christian, but dug up by Grinnell. Now the Eagles have a chance to attack. On the far side, tipped up and over, and the Eagles find the spot and get the ball to drop. Eagles have now scored 3 in a row. It is 10-8, Grinnell with the lead. Eagles closing in. Here comes a serve now from the Pella Christian Eagles. There's the set. Kill attempt tipped by Pella Christian, saved by the Eagles. Free ball coming back over. There's a bump and the set. And the spike attempt by Grinnell is down. Knowlton getting that kill. Tigers needed that point. And it's 11-8. Grinnell with the lead. Tigers to serve. Kendra Knowlton, the junior outside hitter, goes back to serve for Coach Sheree Sharp and the Tigers. Big serve. Dug up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the middle. Big swing. Blocked back by Grenell. Stallman was there. So was Gosling. That ball's tipped up and over and then down. Nice job by the Eagles. 7-6. Part of that was Terrence Stallman and Ava Sini there on that block. The first time, but the Eagles pushed it right back and they get the point and trail Grinnell 11-9. Now serving is Bryn Runner, a junior setter for the Eagles, standing 6'1" and is a setter for them. There's a serve, bumped up by Grinnell. There's a set to the far side. Big swing by Grinnell, blocked back, out of bounds. Over there was, I believe that was Aiden Gosling maybe over there. Anyway, Tigers get the point. We'll leave it that way, 12-9. Tigers back to serve. Ball gets down and away from Pella Christian. Service ace for Grinnell. It's 13-9. Large student section here in attendance for this second game, which is nice to see. Big serve coming now from Grinnell, and that is just long. So 13-10 is your score. Again, game number one. Our game is brought to us by Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance. Best 2 out of 3. There's a set to the middle. Big swing. Bumped up by Grinnell, and let's see, we have a whistle. I believe it was a let. Yes, the ball from the JV game got on the court there. So they just do it over. They put 2 thumbs up. That's a let. They do it over. Again, player safety being paramount. There's a ball dug up by Grinnell. That's a Tigers just got to get it over. It's a free ball for the Eagles. See if they can do a back set. There's the attack. And gets down. No, check that. It was out. All right. So that's a point for Grinnell. And it's 14-10. Tigers to serve. There's the bump by Pella Christian. The set to the far side. Big swing blocked down by the Tigers. And let's see, that's going to be 4 hits. So they say it wasn't a block. The ball hit the net. And that will be 15-10. Grinnell with the lead. Serving for Grinnell is number 2, Caitlin Smith, rather. Serve is up. There's a set. Big swing, and that goes wide. Another point for the Tigers. And they lead 16-10. Coach Andrea Kack-Bernstein wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. 16-10. Grinnell with the lead in game number 1. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to Tri Church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments. So no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
Back here to Grinnell High School. Tigers hosting a triangular between Grundy Center Spartans, Pella Christian Eagles, and Grinnell. Tigers played Grundy Center first. They lost 2 games to none, but played very competitively. 25-21 and 25-20. And the Tigers had a break while Pella Christian and Grundy Center played. And now the Tigers are playing the Pella Christian Eagles. 16-10 is our score. There's a serve up by Grinnell. Bumped up by Pella Christian. There's a set. Attack from the near side. Blocked back by Grinnell, but off the block. Goes out of bounds, and that is going to be a point for Pella Christian. And it's 16-11. Back serving for the Eagles. Number 7, Rachel Kack-Marinsky. There's a serve up. Ball hit up by Grinnell. There's the back set to the near side. Big swing, and she gets it down. Marin Sherman there got that hand, and you can see almost see from back here the wrist snap through to get that top spin, get that ball to drop in there, just in front of the out of bounds line. Point for Grinnell. It's 17-11. Serving now for the Tigers. Bump by Pella Christian. There's a set. Quick hitter up and over. Diving play by Grinnell. Back set to the far side. Knowlton coming in, and she finds a hole and puts it down. Nice job by the junior hitter there, Kendra Knowlton. Again, it wasn't the hardest of hits, but it goes down as a kill because they found the open hole and got it to drop, and it's 18-11. Grinnell with the lead on a Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Serve up by Marin Sherman. Bumped up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the near side. Big swing, and the ball is dug up by Grinnell. Here comes a set over to Knowlton on the far side. Knowlton goes down the line. Nice dig by Pella Christian. Gets the ball up. Now a short set in the middle of Gosling, and she finds a hole on the near side. Again, can't tell if the players are taking a peek and seeing that, or if it's being called by one of their teammates. Nonetheless, though, good job by the Tigers. It's 19-11 Grinnell. Here comes a serve. Bullet serve, handled by Pella Christian. Here come the Eagles with the big swing. Bumped up by Grinnell. Set over to the near side. Down the line, they hit the pole. It's out. You see the little stripe pole move there. That is out of bounds, and that is going to be a point for Pella Christian. It's 19-12. Grinnell with the lead. Eagles now serving. Number 13, Addie Van Arendonk, serving for Pella Christian. Leads the team in service aces. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Dug up by Grinnell. Set to the far side. Knowlton with a big swing. Blocked by Pella Christian. There's a back set. Big swing by Tigers. Lauren Loudon gets it to go. Finds a hole. Tigers with the point, and they lead 20-12. Subs in for Grinnell. Macy Logg coming in. Also number 6, Taryn Stallman checking in for Grinnell. Macy Logg, just a freshman, puts the ball up. Nice serve coming up here by Logg. Handled by the Eagles. There's a short set, blocked back by Grinnell, plays up out of the net. Gosling was there, but just couldn't get it to drop on their side of the net. It fell down on Grinnell, so it's a point for the Eagles. It is now 20-13. Pella Christian with trailing and serving the ball. Maya Heisman doing the serving. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grinnell. Here's a set to Knowlton, the far side. Big swing. Knowlton tipped back by Pella Christian. Short set the middle. Gosling again tries to find the hole. This time Pella Christian plays it. Knowlton with the swing. Puts it up, and let's see. That's going to be a point for Pella Christian. Has 2 hits. Coach Andrea Kakmarinsky was kind of jumping around there in the background. You probably saw her, but they did make the call. Point for Pella Christian is 20-14. Grinnell with the lead on a Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Serve is long by the Eagles. Just a momentum killer. You get a couple points in a row, then you serve it long, giving the point and the serve to Grinnell. Tigers lead 21-14. Aiden Gosling with a serve. Aiden with a bullet serve, dug up nicely by Pella Christian. There's a set. Attempt from the back row, bumped up by Grinnell. Set to the backside, trying to come back and get it. Blocked by Pella Christian. Eagles play. Now they have to get it over, I believe. Free ball for Grinnell. There's the bump. And the set coming to the near side. Tigers with a free ball of their own. Couldn't get a tag going. Pella Christian player loses her bounce and falls down. Now it's a free ball back, and that is going to be long. And the Tigers get the point, and they lead 22-14. And Coach Kakmarinsky wants and gets a timeout. We'll take one as well. 22-14. Grinnell with the lead in game number 1. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Back here at Grinnell High School, 22-14, Tigers with the lead here in game number 1. Best 2 out of 3 to 25. Tigers serving. Gosling with the serve here as play resumes. Bumped up by Pella Christian. There's a set, a quick set over. Tigers are ready for it. They'll play it back. Now Knowlton with the attempt. Eagles have a short set. There's a quick hitter down, and it's going to be a point for Pella Christian. You hear me say the term short set. You see most sets go way high up in the air. A short set is done usually to the middle of the net, and it's a lot lower. And the theory is that the hitter can hit the ball before the defense has a chance to get set. That's called a short set. There's a bump by Grinnell on the serve. Set to the middle. Knowlton comes flying in. Nice dig up by Pella Christian. There's a set. It's coming back over. Free ball. Tigers have a chance here. There's a set to the far side. Going up for the kill is Knowlton. Handled by Pella Christian. Now the Eagles with a kill attempt. And it goes off Grenell out of bounds. And that's going to be a point for Pella Christian. And they lead, or Tigers lead 22-16, as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Kakmarinsky serving it up. There's the ball bumped up by Grenell. There's a set to the far side. Coming in for the kill, handled by Pella Christian, tipped up and over, and the Eagles get the point. Wow, what a play. Somebody dove in. I think that was number 6, Sophia Slatker. Dove in, and now Coach Ray Sharp wants and gets a timeout of her own. 22-17, Grinnell with the lead. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Back here to Grinnell High School. Pella Christian with 3 in a row to make it 22-17. Now Eagles are serving. Bumped up by Grinnell. There's a set. Knowlton just has to hit it over. She goes to the back corner. Nice play by the Eagles to track it down. It'll be a free ball for Grinnell. There's the bump. Set coming out of the far side. Gosling with a big swing, blocked back by the Eagles. But check that. That was Avicini with a swing. Tigers now play it up. Here's a set to the far side. Knowlton this time with a big swing. Dug up by Pella Christian. Still alive. Eagles have it. And they get it back and over. Free ball for Grinnell. There's a set to the middle. Knowlton tries to tip it up and off Pella Christian. Drops in for the point. And another kill for Knowlton. Tigers lead 23-17 as you see on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Knowlton with a service and it goes up into the net. So it's a point for the Eagles. And it's now 23-18. Pella Christian serving. Bryn Runner, a junior setter. At 6'1", setting for Coach Kakmarinsky. Will serve it up for the Eagles. Big serve dug out by Grenell. And the ball can't quite get dug out. It goes out of bounds. Good hustle by the Tigers to try to track it down, but cannot do it. Point for the Eagles, and it's 23-19. Grenell with the lead. Runner now with a serve. Right to the center. Ball gets played off of Grenell out of bounds. A serve receive error by the Tigers. Point for the Eagles, and it's 23-20. Hadley Harder checks in now for Grenell. And Eagles to serve. There's a ball dug out by Grenell. Set to the far side. Big swing by the Tigers. That was Marin Sherman. Pella Christian was there for the block, but they blocked it out of bounds. It's going to be a point for Grenell. And we are at game point at 24-20. Serving will be Caitlin Nath, a junior setter for the Tigers. Nath set to serve. There goes the serve. Dug out by the Eagles. There's a short set to the middle. Bumped up by Grenell and out of bounds. I believe, let's see, that hit was out of bounds. Yes, and that will do it. Tigers get the first game. They win the first one 25-20. We'll take this break. Come back here for game number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
It's more than just a game, it's a tradition, a community. Every Friday night tradition deserves a homemade favorite, Polly-I's Pizza. Stop in on 5th Ave in downtown Grinnell or order online at polyicegreenellia.com. Go Tigers!
Tomorrow, some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to a Grinnell Mutual agent today.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Now is the perfect time to start your new shop house or post frame building construction project. Lumber prices are dropping to historic lows, and Proline Building Company is excited to pass those savings directly to our customers. We are offering special discounts on all new projects. Our construction calendar has immediate openings, so you can take advantage of today's low material cost without delay. Ready to get started? Visit us at www.iowadreambuilder.com and let's get started today.
Weldon Drywall.
Back here at Grinnell High School, getting set for game number 2. Our game number 2 brought to us by Brent Nickel, State Farm Insurance. Came back a little bit late there. Tigers served it up, but Pella Christian ends up getting the point, so they lead Grinnell 1-0. And the Eagles are serving. Here comes a serve up by the Eagles. That hits the net, and Tigers can't control it. And Eagles get the point, and they lead 2-0. Serve coming up here for the Eagles. Dug up by Grinnell. Set to the near side. Big swing by Grinnell. Blocked by Pella Christian, but it goes out of bounds, and that is a point for the Tigers. Now Tigers set to serve. They won the first game 25-1-0. 25-20. They lead 1-0. And we are early here in this game number 2. Trailing 2-1 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Sherman with the big serve. Serve receiver by Pella Christian goes off the Eagles out of bounds. Point for Grinnell. We are tied back up at 2. Sherman serves the ball up. Set by the Eagles. Way far away. A little bit too far for that hitter that time. That goes out of bounds. That's another point for Grinnell. Tigers have scored 3 straight, and they lead now 3-2. Sherman with the serve, and it goes off. A little bit of a miss hit off into the net. Point for the Eagles, and it is now 3-3. Interesting fact: this is rally scoring, when every point is every action is a point. It used to be when volleyball was first introduced. Only could score if you were on offense, if you were serving. That only lasted about a year. Then they switched it up to rally scoring, made it much better. Nice kill attempt by Grinnell, dug up nicely by the Eagles. Flying over to make the save. That's going to be a free ball back. Tigers come over. Big swing by Goslink. That was blocked. I think they're going to say that hit the net. That was 4. Yep. Bob Fester right on top of that. So it's a point for the Eagles. And it's 4-3. Pella Christian with the lead, and the Eagles are serving. There's a serve, bumped up by Sherman. There's a set to the far side. Big swing by Grenell, and gets it to drop in. I believe that was Kendra Knowlton with that. Found that corner and got that to drop in. Now Taryn Stallman comes in. Her older sister played with my daughter volleyball a few years ago. Won't say how many. There's a bump up and a spike by Pella Christian. They get that to go. Nice kill by Rachel Kakmarinsky. And Pella Christian takes the lead 5-4. Now the Eagles back to serve. Addie Van Arendonk, a senior, set to serve it up. Pella Christian leads Grenell 5-4, game number 2 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. There's a bump up by Grenell. There's a set to the far side. And Knowlton gets that to go down. Pella Christian, I think that kind of surprised him. I think everybody thought the other person would get it. Just kind of dropped in there for a point for Grenell. It's 5-5. Now senior Aiden Gosling back to serve for Grenell. Nice. Off the net. Nice job by the Eagles to play that. Going to be a hit it over. Tigers have a free ball here. There's a set to the far side. And that time, Knowlton could not get that one to drop in. Goes wide, and it is a point for Pella Christian. And the Eagles lead 6-5. Ball being retrieved by a fan. Went way over the other court. As you see, the JV matches are done. We just have this varsity one here that we are focusing on. So 6-5, Pella Christian with the lead. They are serving. There's a serve up. Dug up by Grenell. There's a back set. Knowlton tries to get it over, and it was blocked back by Pella Christian. That's a point for the Eagles. And it's 7-5. Pella Christian with the lead. Eagles now serving. There's a bump. Set over the far side. Swing by Grenell. Played up by Pella Christian. Eagles got to try to get it back and over, and they do. There's a set to the middle. Knowlton with a big swing, and that is blocked down and hits the ground. Point for Grenell. And now Tigers close it to 7-6 with Kendra Knowlton back to serve for Coach Sheree Sharp. There's a ball dug up nicely by the Eagles. There's a back set, and nice spot and nice play by the Eagles. That was Rachel Kakmarinski finding the hole. Drops in for the point. It's 8-6. Eagles with the lead over Grinnell on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. Big serve up for Pella Christian. I think that's going to be out, and it is. Serve was long that time. Point for Grinnell. It's 8-7. We hope to have head coach Sheree Sharp up here in our Tiger Sports Livestream Network post game. So be sure to stick around for that after this match concludes. Caitlin Nath back to serve for Grinnell. Tigers trail 8-7. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the far side. Big swing dug up by Grinnell. There's a set to the middle. Knowlton from the middle of the floor tries to get the ball up and over. Could not get it there. That's a point for Pella Christian, and they lead 9-7. So Eagles set to serve. Bryn Runner doing the serving now for the Eagles. There's a ball dug up by Grenell. Here's a set to the near side. Big swing by the Tigers. Dug up by Pella Christian. There's a set and the spike attempt by the Eagles, handled by the Tigers. There's a set to the back to the far left corner. Big swing that time by Sherman, handled by Pella Christian. Now the Eagles on the attack. Free ball over. Tigers have a chance here. Set to the left side, and her kill attempt goes out of bounds. Nice point there, but Eagles come away with it, and they lead 10-7. Here comes a serve up by Pella Christian. Ball set over the left side. Big swing that time. That was Marin Sherman, the sophomore. Right down not the middle, but right on the angle there. And it is 10-8. Pella Christian with the lead over Grinnell. Tigers serving. This is Caitlin Smith doing the serving for Grinnell. There's the bump by Pella Christian. And the set to the far side. Big swing. Blocked down by Grinnell. Goslink was there. Also, Caitlin Nath was there, but I think Aiden got that one. We know Aiden can jump. Second place finish in long jump in state track this past spring did young Miss Goslink. We're starting off her senior year. There's a serve by Grinnell. Played it by Pella Christian. Back set to the far side. Eagles with the kill. handled by the Tigers. There's a set to the far side. Big swing that time by Sherman. Eagles chase it down. They get it back over. Free ball for Grinnell. There's a bump. There's a set. And the spike. Gosling was a little bit, timing was off. Couldn't get the full swing into it. Gosling was there to block it back down again. Aiden getting up so high and blocking that down. Wow. And Tigers get the point. They trail. And check that now. It's 10-10. Ball is dug up. Nice dig by the Eagles. Get it up and out of there. All they can do is get it over. Free ball for Grinnell. There's a bump. There's a back set. Big swing off the net. They're going to say it's blocked by Pella Christian. It goes off Grinnell out of bounds. That's a point for the Eagles. And it is 11-10. Pella Christian with the lead. Now Bryn Rosenboom serving for the Eagles. Here comes the serve. Tigers dig it up. Goes over to the Pella Christian side of the net. Up for the kill are the Eagles. And that kill finds the back corner. They got that one up over the blocking tandem of Gosling and Nath. And have found the far back corner for a point. And it is 12-10. Eagles with the lead. And that serve goes into the net. That's a point for Grenell. And again, as we talked about it before, those are the ones that just crush you. You score 2 or 3 in a row, you have a service error. But Tigers will take it, 12-10, 12-11 rather. Grinnell trailing Pella Christian on a Curse Collision Center scoreboard. There's a set over to the near side. Big swing by the Eagles, bumped up by Grinnell. Tigers trying to chase it down. They just get it up and over. Nice running save by the Eagles. They get it up. That is blocked back by Pella Christian, and Tigers trying to save it, and let's see, are they still going? No. Said it hit the top of the hand, does Mr. Fessler, the referee. Gets a look from Coach Ray Sharp, but it's a point for the Eagles, and they lead 13-11. All right. Now here we go. Ball served up. There's the bump. There's a set to the far side. Big swing by Knowlton. Was blocked by the Eagles, but falls down on their side of the net, so Knowlton gets the kill. And it is 13-12. Pella Christian with the lead on our Curse Collision Center scoreboard. Serving for the Tigers now is Laug. Back set. Way out of bounds. Somehow gets it in. Nice job by the Eagles, and that ball gets up in the net. That's going to be a point for Pella Christian. And now a timeout taken by head coach Sheree Sharp, I think. Yes, timeout taken. Tigers trail 14-12. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
At Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Ramsey Weeks Real Estate, we know that the Tigers have a game plan every time they take the field or court. And at Ramsey Weeks, we have a plan for you too. Check out our website at ramseyweeks.com to get started. You can find all your insurance needs from residential to commercial, and if it is real estate you are looking for, you are one click away in the top menu. Here you can browse our residential and commercial listings. Don't forget, let Ramsey Weeks create a game plan for your new insurance or real estate purchase. Go Tigers!
Back here at Grinnell High School, there's a serve up by Pella Christian, bumped up by Grenell. Quickly set to the far side, Knowlton with this swing. Dug up by Pella Christian. Here comes the attack. Tipped up and over, blocked back by Gosling. Hit back over, let's see. They're going to say it was 4 hits on the Grinnell side. Did Mr. Fester. So it's a point for the Eagles, and they lead now 15-12. Tigers took game number 1, 25-20. Pella Christian leading here in game number 2, 15-12, as you see on our Curse Collision Center scoreboard. There's a bump, and the set over by Sherman. Knowlton tries to poke it to the back. Eagles played up and in. Free ball to the middle. Swing over. Bump. There's a set. Now the kill attempt tipped off the Eagles. Played up by Pella Christian. Set to the near side. Big swing. Hits the net and rolls out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Grenell. Now Aiden Gosling back to serve for the Tigers. Tigers trying to put 3 or 4 in a row or more together here at their own right. There's a serve bumped up by Pella Christian. The set to the near side. Tipped up and over. Free ball for Grenell. There's the bump. There's a set to the middle. And up and over with Stallman, but handled by the Eagles. There's a pushback shot by the Eagles. There's a set to the far side. Big swing by Grenell. And they get it to go down. I think that was Kendra Knowlton once again over there. So it's a point for Grinnell. And it's now 15-14, Tigers with the lead. Aiden Gosling still serving. There's a bump up by Pella Christian. Short set to the middle. Big swing, and it goes out. And referee Bob Fessler looks at both judges to make sure it was out. And we are tied at 15 on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard here in game number 2. Gosling to the serve. Bump up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the middle. Big swing. Dug up nicely by Grenell. Tigers playing it over, trying to get a set in. There's a swing, an attempt by Grenell, played by Pella Christian. That kill attempt hits the net and then falls down on Pella Christian's side. Almost rolled over, but just couldn't quite get there. It's a point for Grenell, and Tigers take the lead 16-15. Tigers have ripped off 4 in a row. Served by Gosling. There's a bump by the Eagles, and the set to the middle. Big swing. Bumped up by Grenell. Set coming back to the left side. There's a kill attempt by Knowlton, handled by the Eagles. There's a set, and the spike coming, tipped by Grenell. Knowlton bumps it up. Set to the near side here. Played off the block. Do the Eagles. There's a short set to the middle, trying to find the hole, and they do. Tiger play went to get it. They slipped down there, it looked like. So Eagles get the point. And it is 16-16 with Pella Christian serving. Maya Heisman doing the serving for the Eagles. There's a serve. Bumped up by Grenell. Tigers have to scramble, get it up. Now it has to be a free ball up and over, and they do not get it to go. It was just wide. Point for the Eagles, and now Pella Christian leads 17-16. Serve up by the Eagles. There's the bump by Grenell. Back set. Knowlton on the near side. Hits the big swing. Pella Christian with the block, but it lands out of bounds. That's a kill for Knowlton, and we are tied up at 17 each here in game number 2. Now Kendra Knowlton back to serve for Grinnell. Knowlton puts the ball up, and a serve receiving off the error. It's a service ace for Kendra Knowlton. And Tigers lead 18-17. Again, his best 2 games out of 3 to 25. You have to win by 2. There's a serve up, bumped up by the Eagles. Short set to the middle. There's a swing back, and that is long. Point for Grinnell. Tigers have scored 4 in a row, and they now lead 19-17. Knowlton with a serve once again. Dug up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the far side. Big swing, blocked by Grenell, but out of bounds that time. And Pella Christian gets a point back. They trail 19-18. Stallman and Senior are right there, but just couldn't get the block to stay in bounds. They did block it, went back over the net, but it landed out of bounds. So it's a point for Pella Christian. Eagles set to serve here. Number 7 serving, Rachel Kakmarinsky doing the serving for the Eagles. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grenell. Here's a set to the far side. Big swing by Grenell into the net. Bit of a miss hit that time. Marin Sherman with that, and we are tied up at 19. There's the serve up. Set to the near side. Big swing by Grenell, and that's a kill by number 6. That's Terrence Stallman getting that kill off the Eagles. And Tigers lead 20-19. Serving the ball will be Caitlin Nath, a junior setter for Grinnell. Nath set to serve. There's a serve. Tries to spin the ball in the corner. That is out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Pella Christian. There we go. Now that my score is right. 20-20 is your score on our Kurtz Collision Center scoreboard. There's a serve. Bump up by Grinnell. There's a set to the far side. Knowlton with a big swinger. Check that. Sherman with a big swing. Play by Pella Christian. Another big swing by the Eagles, and that's going to be out of bounds. That by Bryn Rosenboom. You see her at the last second kind of turn her hips and aim for that corner, but just couldn't hit it. And Tigers lead 21-20. Now Caitlin Smith serving it up for Grinnell. Bumped up by Pella Christian. Over to Grinnell. Free ball. Tigers with a set. Coming in. Big swing is Sherman. Handled by the Eagles. Bump back, and that's going to be hit into the net by Pella Christian. It's a point for Grinnell. It's 22-20. Timeout taken by the Eagles and head coach Andrea Kakmarinsky will take one as well. 22-20. Grinnell with the lead here in game number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Back at Grinnell High School, 22-20, Grinnell with the leads. Tigers are serving. Here comes a serve, dug up by Pella Christian. There's a back set, and that goes out of bounds. Not a good set that time. Nothing the Eagles could do with that. Tigers get the point. It is 23-20. Grinnell with the lead. Serve of Caitlin Smith forthcoming here. There's a serve, bumped up by the Eagles. Set to the far side. Big swing by the Eagles, and it is in. Right in front of some Tiger fans who didn't agree with that call, but it looked like it was in to me. So the Eagles get the point, a much-needed point, and it's 23-21. Grinnell with the lead here in game number 2. Eagles to serve. There's a serve up. Bumped up by Grinnell. There's a set to the near side. Sherman with a big swing, dug up by Pella Christian. There's a set to the far side. Big swing by the Eagles, and it is in. Or no, check that. It was out of bounds, they said. All right, so now we are at match point. Sherman serving for Grinnell for the match. There's the ball up. Bumped up by the Eagles. There's a set over. Going to be a free ball. Get the ball up and over. Tigers with a bump. And the set to the far side. Big swing. And that is knocked away, and that will do it. Tigers win the second game 25-21. They win the match 2-0. We'll take this break for our sponsors. We hope to have head coach Sheree Sharp joining us here on our postgame. Tigers win over the Eagles, defeat Pella Christian 2-0. You're watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports live stream network.
Is your local drywall professional serving a 70-mile perimeter around Iowa City. They provide services to commercial builders, general contractors, and residential homeowners. Projects can include commercial build-outs, new construction for multi-family and residential homes, to remodeling projects such as your new addition to basement drywall projects, even down to the simplest 2x2 patch in your wall. Weldon Drywall is here for you. Check out our website at weldon-drywall.com and fill out our contact form for your free estimate today.
Hey, Tiger fans, I'm Pastor Phil inviting you to try church at Prairie Lakes, where you'll hear that God loves you no matter what. Parents, your kids are going to love learning about God in our safe and fun children's environments, so no matter where you're at with what you believe, you can look for God at Prairie Lakes Church. Go Tigers, and I hope to see you soon.
This is a story about signs. It's also a story about people's experiences. The humble sign. They are everywhere. But signs are more than just a plaque on the wall, an arrow, or letters on a building exterior. Signs help you leave a legacy or start a new chapter in life. All those signs have to start somewhere, and that's where we come in. We are your trusted partner in everything signage and graphics.
Mayflower Community is currently hiring nursing staff. If you are passionate about healthcare and the well-being of older adults, Mayflower Community wants you. Employees enjoy a daily meal, coffee cappuccino and lotus drinks, fitness center, and a family-oriented work culture that is flexible with your needs. You will find competitive pay and benefits. Mayflower Community, a place to call home and a great place to work. For more information, visit our website at mayflowerhomes.com or call 641-236-6151.
Tired of bad internet and bad service? Switch to MCG and experience the benefits of better internet. We employ a local team that answers the phone when you call. We provide same-day support and symmetrical upload and download. We offer benefits like free install, free router, and no introductory pricing. We offer internet that works when you need it. No data caps, no fine print, and absolutely no hidden fees. Sign up with MCG today and experience the benefits of better internet service.
Supports all Tiger athletics from the middle school all the way up to the high school through fundraising, membership drives, concession stand revenues at all the home events. There are many different ways you can get involved. One, through membership levels from a single, a family, even into the business. There are many attractive levels that you can be a part of this wonderful club. Your membership funds help support uniforms, warm-ups, summer speed camps, baseball and softball batting cages, and the list goes on. You want to be a part of a great group, join the Grenell Booster Club.
Hey Tiger fans, Colton here at Wagon Wheels West in Grinnell, and today's game day boot is this men's Twisted X boot. This boot is going to be super comfortable with that self-stretch technology while also being greatly durable if you have to go and work in the yard or you're out on the job all day. This is going to be the boot for you. But don't get it twisted. This boot is going to look wonderful under a nice pair of blue jeans if you got to go out on the town. And stop in, try it, and good luck, Tigers.
Back here at Grinnell High School, Tigers win the second game 25-21. They defeat Pella Christian 2-0. So they split. They lost the first match against Grundy Center 2-0, but they come back and beat Pella Christian 2-0 to earn a 1-1 split. Still waiting for head coach Ray Sharp to make a way up here for our Tiger Sports Livestream Network postgame. As you see there, they're tearing things down. I want to take this moment to salute our sponsors. I know people say, why do you have to mention them so much? Well, quite simply, without them, we would not be able to do what we do. And to me, we can't mention them enough. And a big thank you, and a tip of the hat, and with apologies to Hee Haw, a big salute to all our fine sponsors that help us out throughout all our sports. We're in football, volleyball, and swimming season now. Then, of course, later on we have basketball and wrestling. Then in the spring, we do some soccer. And then, of course, summer is softball and baseball. So our thanks to Pollyeyes Pizza, Grinnell Mutual, Ramsey Weeks Insurance and Real Estate, Proline Building Company, Weldon Drywall, Latitude Signage and Design, Mayflower Community, Mahaska Communication Group, Prairie Lakes Church, Wagon Wheels West, also S&S Electric, Unity Point Health, Grinnell Regional Medical Center, and Grinnell State Bank. And our specialty sponsors, our games are brought to us by Brett Nichols, State Farm Insurance, Scoreboard by Kurtz Collision Center. And then you see our business card sponsors in the lower left-hand corner tonight. And in addition to all the other ones I mentioned, they also have Corey Hall Photography and Grinnell Firestone. And some special sponsors we have, the Strand 3 Theaters for their weekly movies, and Grinnell Firestone for their weekly specials. So, Tigers get the volleyball. Tomorrow night, of course, is football. The Tigers host Clear Creek Amana. But before that, there's the annual Grinnell Band Boosters Barbecue Dinner Fundraiser. That's tomorrow night from 5 to 7 p.m. outside TT Craney Field, just on the east side of the field. The menu, always delicious. You can have barbecue pork or a portobello mushroom sandwich, chips, baked beans, dessert, and water. The meal is just $10. The sandwich is by itself is $6. All proceeds go to the Grinnell Tiger Band Boosters to support new uniforms, instrument replacement, and all those other things. It's the annual Grinnell Band Boosters Barbecue Dinner Fundraiser tomorrow night from 5 to 7 p.m. just outside of TT Craney Field before the Tiger football game against the Clear Creek Amana Clippers. Also, while we got them here, let's go through the Strand 3 Theater movies once again. Showing tomorrow night through next Thursday, we have Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie rated G. One Battle After Another, rated R. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, rated R. That's at the Strand 3 Theaters located on Main Street in downtown Grinnell. And then for Firestone, you can save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone or Firestone Ag tires. You can learn more by checking out Grinnell Firestone. Save instantly when you buy 2 or more eligible Bridgestone or Firestone tires. $300 off all eligible AD, IF, and VF radial tires and Bridgestone radials. $200 off all eligible non-AD radial tires. And $25 off Destination Farm and Destination Turf. That sale runs now through October 31st. At Grinnell Firestone, Highway 6 Eastern Grinnell, give them a call, 236-7572. Again, Grinnell Firestone, give Mike and the gang a call out there. They'll get you all set up, answer all your questions you have about their specials. Grinnell Firestone, Highway 6 East in Grinnell. Still waiting for Coach Shrey Sharp to make her way up here. Back talking to her team. We'll hang out here just a little bit longer. See if she's going to make her way up here or not. Again, tomorrow night is football. And then that'll wrap up a very busy broadcast week. Again, our website's readily available. You see our watermark there in the lower right-hand corner. Just add the .com to that. That's our website. You can go to that website and check out all our broadcast schedules, plus links to other games. Our next volleyball broadcast will be on October 7th when the Tigers host #1 rated Clear Creek Amana here at Grinnell High School. And I'm told they just added another volleyball match at home on October 13th. That'll be senior night. The Tigers are going to be hosting the Oskaloosa Indians. And more on that game to come. Just keep an eye on our website and check the schedule. For swimming, we have 2 more meets we're going to be bringing broadcast. On September 30th, there's a quad swim meet at the Grinnell College Natatorium. That's starting at 7 p.m. That's on September 30th. And then on October 7th, it's a dual meet at home at the College Natatorium. And that'll be shown on the Tiger Sports live stream network. And then, of course, we have football tomorrow night. The Tigers host Clear Creek Amana. The Clippers come to TT Craney Field. Pregame around 7:15, and then the kickoff around 7:30. Next week, we'll be on the road, radio style, radio only, no video, as the Tigers travel to Oskaloosa to take on the Indians in district play at the beautiful Musco Field that they share with William Penn. And that is going to be 7:15 for the pregame, around 7:30 for the kickoff. Again, go to our website. It's the watermark there in the lower right-hand corner. You check that out, add the .com, and you'll have all of our broadcast schedules. You'll also have the link to all of our games, to the live stream events as they happen, or archived for all the other games that we have done for the year. I see Coach Sheree Sharp out there. She's there in the corner talking to somebody. Hopefully she'll be making her way up here so we can get some post-game comments from the coach. On a pretty good night, they played very competitive against a very good Grundy Center team, led, of course, by 6'8" volleyballer. And Tigers, they kept it close. They lost both games, but it was 25-21, 25-21. So they played very close against the #4 rated team in Class 2A against the Spartans. And then, of course, they took a break while Pella Christian and Grundy Center played. And then they finished up the night by playing Pella Christian. They beat the Eagles 2-0. So it doesn't look like Coach Sharp is going to make her way up here. So I think we are just going to put the wraps on this and call it a night. Again, Grinnell splits matches. They lose to Grundy Center 2-0, but beat Pella Christian 2-0. That'll wrap up our broadcast of high school volleyball here. And we will see you tomorrow night from TT Craney Field. Again, don't forget the Band Boosters Barbecue Dinner, 5 to 7 tomorrow night out at TT Craney Field. For all of us here at Tiger Sports Livestream Network, I'm Chris Juney saying you are watching high school volleyball on the Tiger Sports Livestream Network.